Let's talk about 5 shocking ways professionals leak your information. Your doctor, your lawyer, your financial advisor. You trust them with your most sensitive information, right? But let me tell you, they're often the weakest link in your data security. Welcome back to Inner Circle Trust. In the next few minutes, I'll show you 5 shocking ways these so-called professionals are carelessly, and sometimes even intentionally, handing your private data to the wrong people. Let's get into it. The email trap. First up, and this one's truly mind-blowing. Professionals who insist on receiving sensitive information through regular email. We're talking about doctors asking for your medical history, lawyers requesting financial documents, accountants needing tax information, all through plain old unencrypted email. Here's what's terrifying. Regular email is like sending a postcard. Anyone along the delivery route can read it. It's not secure and it's not private. Yet, in 2024, over 60% of healthcare data breaches started with someone emailing patient records through these unencrypted channels. Your doctor might as well be posting your medical records on a bulletin board for all to see. They keep doing it because it's easier or because they simply don't understand the technology or the inherent risks. They prioritize convenience over your privacy, and that's a huge problem. The second way professionals leak your data, and this one hits close to home, is through insider threats. Sometimes it's outright malicious, like the hospital worker who got caught selling 24,000 patient records for a mere $1,000 on the dark web. More often though, it's pure, unadulterated negligence. Think about that paralegal who falls for a phishing email and accidentally gives away access to every client file. Or the financial advisor who leaves a laptop containing 500 client profiles in their car overnight, only for it to be stolen. These aren't just hypothetical scenarios. They're happening weekly, if not daily. When someone has access to thousands of client files, one single moment of carelessness or greed can expose everything you've entrusted to them. The vendor problem. Here's the third shocking leak point: third-party vendors. What if your lawyer uses a document processing service? Or your doctor outsources billing to a third party? Or your financial advisor relies on cloud accounting software? Guess what? Each and every one of these vendors is a potential data breach waiting to happen. In 2024, for instance, a single medical transcription vendor leaked 2.7 million patient records because their security was basically non-existent. Your professional might have Fort Knox-level security, but if their vendors have screen doors for protection, your data is still going to be toast. You're only as secure as the weakest link in their supply chain. Social engineering. The fourth way your data gets out is through social engineering attacks that succeed because professionals often think they're too smart to fall for scams. A hacker calls your accountant, pretending to be you, using just a few details they scraped from your social media. And just like that, they have your tax returns. Or a fake email from court services lands in your lawyer's inbox, requesting case files, and suddenly your divorce papers are public. These aren't sophisticated hacks. They're basic confidence tricks. They work because professionals frequently overestimate their own cybersecurity savvy and underestimate the cunning of these attackers. The training gap. And finally, the fifth and perhaps most frustrating way: inadequate security training. Despite handling the most sensitive information imaginable, most professionals receive less cybersecurity training than your average teenager. They share passwords between staff members. They use password 123 for everything. They leave computers unlocked in shared offices. They discuss client cases in public spaces, completely oblivious to who might be listening. The American Bar Association even found that 42% of law firms don't even have basic password policies in place. These aren't tech companies. They're the very people protecting your life's most private details, and their lack of understanding is frankly alarming. Before we get to how you can actually protect yourself, if you're finding this information valuable, please hit that subscribe button. I share new ways to protect your digital life every week, and you won't want to miss what's coming up. So, what can you actually do about all this? First, when any professional asks for sensitive information, ask them exactly how they protect it. If they say email is fine, seriously, find a new professional. Second, ask about their vendor relationships and their security policies. If they can't answer basic questions about data protection, that's a huge red flag. Third, monitor your accounts and credit reports regularly. Don't ever assume your data is safe just because it's with a professional. The harsh reality: most data breaches aren't caused by some mastermind hacker in a hoodie. They're caused by professionals who should know better but simply don't. Your data is only as secure as the most careless person who has access to it. So, stay vigilant, ask tough questions, and remember, protecting your data starts with you demanding better from the people you trust with it. So don't give in. Thanks for watching. Share your data breach experiences in the comments below. Your story might just help someone else avoid the same mistake. And remember, in the digital age, being a little paranoid isn't paranoia. It's just good sense.